By the way, where do you look when like I'm talking? Where do I
At
look?
you, and then I look at the camera. And then I look at the camera, and I'm just like, sometimes I look there, and I'm like,
Okay, cool.
yeah, it's kind of awkward, I know. Wait, I want my crescent to show, because it's Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Want to let you guys know that, initially, me as well, I was pretty depressed when I realized, I wasn't going to be able to go to Taraweeh and the masjids and see my community and have the whole community gatherings, which is something that we all love during Ramadan. However, this Ramadan can actually be your best Ramadan.
Inshallah. So yeah, me and Ryan wanted to make a video talking about maybe some tips and just some guidance to help you guys during this Ramadan. So in my blog, I'm going to have a list of lectures that I like, a list of webinars if they're coming up. Specifically, Zahra and Gulish are both two friends of mine on Instagram that have Ramadan guides and kind of how to work out and eat and certain recipes. So I'm gonna link those both down below as well. And I'm going to have, just recipes that I like, just kind of anything that I feel like comes up and I like, I will post it on that so you guys can go reference back to that.
And I wanted to tell you guys as well, Noha and I, we would love to live up to some of these tips that we're giving you guys, and we really need to live up to it as well. So just a disclaimer, we are not
doing all these tips ourselves.
Yeah, like, we hope to be doing these things, and inshallah, Allah protects us from showing off to you guys or trying to tell you like we're better than you guys, because we're not. But these are things that we hope that we encourage you guys to do, and we encourage ourselves to do as well.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
So we're gonna give you guys like a bunch of tips. Obviously, like some people, everyone's different in the way they want to learn Islam, what they need to excel in. So
when you actually think about it, we actually rely a lot on the masajid and the masjids to actually do a lot of our ibadah for us. If you think about it, you have an imam or a sheikh who's leading you in Taraweeh. All you have to do is, stand in line and kind of follow him. And, he makes a beautiful dua, and his recitation is so beautiful. And, he's bringing you close to Allah, but hopefully you're getting close to Allah as well. But you're kind of relying on him if you think about it. Now, you are actually forced to be in isolation, and it's only you and Allah and your family. So it's really on you now. Allah's maybe putting us in this situation to really have us focus on ourselves and our self-development. So we can't rely on a sheikh to make a beautiful dua for us or recite a beautiful Quran. No, now we individually have to do it regardless, of our religiosity or, how much we know. It's all upon us to take that initiative.
So what people want to learn is different during Ramadan. Some people might already memorize the Quran and they just want to recite it a lot and learn about other things. Some people don't even understand the Quran. Everyone's at different levels, and that's okay. And so we're going to give you guys a very general group of tips. You guys take what you want, leave what you want, do your own research, whatever you need to do. But I hope, obviously I would love throughout the entire month of Ramadan to just be constantly learning more about my beloved religion and Islam and the prophets and everything. But you do need your breaks, you do need your time, you don't want to overwork yourself. So suhoor is the first thing we start our day with in Ramadan. It may or may not be tough to wake up. Sometimes people can barely just get a cup of water in, and some people have a whole platter. Whatever works for you, do it. But personally, what I've heard is that having oats, milk, honey, yogurt, dates, and bananas, all of those are filling and can kind of get you throughout the day. Although there is sometimes that me and Ryan have suhoor and then we get hungrier. But those are foods that you could eat that could help you potentially get through the day easier.
And the main reason to eat suhoor is there's actually a hadith from the Prophet ﷺ that he encourages us to eat suhoor because there's barakah and there's blessings in it. So obviously we would love to start off a day like that, even if it's something small. So guys, Ramadan is the month that the Quran was revealed in. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. That Ramadan is the month that the Quran was revealed, and the Quran is Allah talking to us, right? So this is the month for us to build our connection with the Quran. Definitely make an effort to truly read more Quran or become closer to the Quran, because this is the month of mercy and the month of Quran. And by reading what Allah is trying to tell us, we'll truly get a better understanding of who Allah is and how we can please Him and how we can be successful in this life and the next.
You also want to make sure going into this month and in general is to forgive. Just forgive those who hurt you, those who, whether it was in the past, whether it was something big or small, just try to forgive and move on, because it's not worth holding on to that grudge. You want to have a clean new slate, and you want to make dua for them. I know it's hard if someone's really hurt your feelings, but make dua for them to help relieve your own pain, and inshallah may God help them in whatever way He can.
Allah also says in the Quran, أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ, that, wouldn't you love that Allah would forgive you as well? So forgive others, and inshallah Allah will forgive you as well. Something we all can do this month, every single one of us, is actually give sadaqah every single day. In Ramadan, the Prophet ﷺ was actually more generous than he was throughout the whole rest of the year. And in a time where we are now, personally coming from a non-profit organization where I would have to raise money during Ramadan, it's usually the time where most organizations raise about 80% of their funds. And a lot of events have been canceled across the board for all organizations and your local masjids. And they're truly, relying on us and all of us, and it's our duty to support them, make sure those institutions are staying afloat and as well as growing. There isn't a better time to support them than the month of Ramadan, and we really want to make sure that we are supporting our local organizations and our local masajid that really need our help. So there's actually 3 things that happen when we give sadaqah for Allah's sake. The first thing is that Allah actually says, وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَلِأَنفُسِكُمْ. Whatever we're spending for the sake of Allah, at the end of the day, it's for ourselves. We always think of it like we're helping others, but we need to think of it in the realm that this is truly for our benefit. Allah then says, وَمَا تُنْفِقُونَ إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ اللَّهِ. That we're not spending, the only reason we're giving money fi sabilillah is for Allah's pleasure. The third thing that happens is Allah promises us, وَمَا تُنْفِقُوا مِنْ خَيْرٍ يُوَفَّ إِلَيْكُمْ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تُظْلَمُونَ. And whatever good we spend, Allah will actually return that back to us, and we won't be wronged at all. And that's Allah's promise to us. So inshallah, I hope I can heed this advice as well as you guys, but those are 3 things that happen when we give and donate in this month.
So as Ryan was talking about sadaqah, I wanted to add on and talk about campaigns that you can support this Ramadan and easy ways to give sadaqah, as well as zakat if you guys need to pay your zakat. There are many campaigns out there that are zakat eligible, and you guys can go ahead and donate your zakat through there. Also, there is Ramadan challenge through Launch Good. My brother is actually the co-founder of Launch Good. Shout out to Amar, and then Chris and Amani and the whole team of Launch Good. You guys are amazing. I wanted to talk to you guys really quick about Ramadan challenge. You guys can actually sign up through my link in the description box. And what you can do is you can automatically sign up to get your credit card to pay, whether it's $5 a day or $1 a day or $10 a day throughout the month of Ramadan, to either specific campaigns that you choose, or you can have it be random, and then you can literally be paying sadaqah every single day, which is very good during Ramadan, every single day to be paying sadaqah. So that is something that I have automated and I don't even have to think about. And then also there's other campaigns that you guys can support, like mine. I have a campaign coming this Ramadan. We were supposed to go to Bangladesh with Penny Appeal, obviously got canceled because of Corona, but now me and Lisa and Asya are doing a campaign to support domestic violence victims, and we have that, and I'll also put that link in the description as well. And then even my sister-in-law Subi, she's also doing a campaign in support of the Uyghur Muslims. I'm sure you guys have heard about the Uyghur Muslims and the torture that they are going through, and the news is covering everything up because they don't want anyone to know. So that's another campaign that you guys can look into. So I'll also be updating you guys about my campaign as well, and ways you guys can support it, inshallah.
One thing I wanted to add about Launch Good is, by giving your money every single day, you are getting those hasanat every single day, and then you're guaranteed to at least donate on Laylatul Qadr. No one knows where Laylatul Qadr could be, on which night, but you're guaranteed to catch that night by doing the Ramadan challenge with Launch Good, and it's amazing. You support all these different campaigns. Who knows, maybe one campaign you would have never donated to, and they are doing such great work that Allah will reward you, 10 million fold. And
like
you'll be
Sadaqah Jariyah. It's like always a part of your good deeds.
You never know. And then another campaign might not be as good, right? So it's like investing. You want to diversify your mutual fund, as they like to say it.
Okay, so also during this month, there are a lot of things we can watch, whether it's webinars, lectures, TV shows, our Islamic, there's so many different things we can watch, and if I find anything good, I'll also share it in the description box as well as my blog. But
you sure you're not just gonna watch Money Heist?
Maybe. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao.
Yeah, Allah.
Okay.
Allah Mahdina.
I'm trying to finish Money Heist by soon, so I'm done before Ramadan.
Get rid of Shaitan.
Definitely. I mean, I'm definitely going to be watching shows as well. It's not the best. I mean, there is going to be time where I need to waste time, and I hopefully have done enough productive stuff. It's never enough, but like there's going to be times where I want to watch shows. That's just normal. I'm going to be like organizing and doing stuff. Like that's just normal. I'm not going to be like an angel throughout the entire Ramadan.
Wait, you're not going to be an angel?
I'm already an angel.
That's true.
Trained him well. Okay, so pretty much with me, sometimes like if I want to organize or if I want to do something else, I like to watch something in the background, like a lecture, or there goes our wedding ring. Let me do that as well. Oh god, okay.
I'm not used to it. I've been doing this for about 3 years
I have 2
now.
rings, you have 1, so it's definitely easier for you to.
It's not a competition.
It is a competition. It's always a competition.
Well, we can see who's clearly the nicer one in the relationship. I gave her 2, she only gave me 1.
This one was my mom's. Actually, my mom gave me that ring, the bottom one.
We're messing around too.
Okay, so there are many lectures. If I find, hopefully I'll get you guys a list of lectures you guys can just click on and watch. Click on stuff, like watch stuff that you guys feel like you guys need, more guidance on, whatever the case is, whatever the topic is. And inshallah that can provide you with some insight, and get you connected, whether it's with the prophets, whether it's with the Quran or Hadith or whatever the case is. And one of the series I want to watch is Amr Sulaiman's series. I look forward to his series every Ramadan.
Personally, I plan on watching Yasir Qadi. He's gonna summarize every juz of the Quran every single day for 30 days. And it's gonna be about 40-minute lecture. You can watch that, and then you can read your own juz, or you don't have to read the juz, you can listen to it, or you can just read a page or even an ayah. Also, if you're looking for some entertainment, it's better than watching any other show that may not have any benefit. I highly, highly, highly recommend the Umar series. I actually started watching it a few Ramadans ago, and it really paints a great picture of the life of the Sahaba and the Prophet ﷺ, and the area that he grew up, and the culture and the language that they spoke, and you really get a full picture and understanding.
Yeah, I started watching it with Ryan like a couple days ago, and it took me like an episode or 2 to get into, but it's actually really good. This is a Ramadan journal by Ramadan Legacy. They sent it over. I used it last year a little bit, but this year I definitely want to use it more. It's a Ramadan planner. You get to plan in advance, you get to plan during. If you're the type of person that needs to know exactly what you're doing, what day you need to do it in advance, or write your goals, this is definitely a good thing to check out. Okay, also, of course, prayer is mandatory in Islam. We pray 5 times a day. If you guys don't pray, this is the time to start praying and trying to get into the habit of it. If you do pray and not on time, try to pray on time. We're all home anyway, I hope. If you pray on time, like you can, I personally don't pray all my sunnahs. I would love to do that, so I definitely want to try to start doing that, especially now that we're home. So there are certain sunnahs that you can pray with prayers. You can pray a qiyam if you can, if you don't have kids. I know it's hard if you have kids, but if you can pray a qiyam, that would be amazing. And then also like just making dhikr after every prayer. That's something else I want to do. is just really focusing. And when you say alhamdulillah, like really think about what you're thanking God for. When you're saying astaghfirullah, really think of what you're doing. Don't just kind of say it to say it. Like we're doing this to please God, so like we're not trying to show off to anybody. Just do it for yourself and make the best use out of it.
So I just wanted to add on what Noha was saying. There's actually a hadith Qudsi from Allah where he's speaking first person point of view from the Prophet ﷺ, and he says that my servant does not draw closer to me except through the fara'id, those religious actions that I've made obligatory. So that's very important for us to focus on that. And then he continues to draw closer to me through the nawafil until I love him. And then Allah continues and he says, when I love my servant, I am his hearing with which he hears, his seeing with which he sees, his hand with which he strikes, and his feet with which he walks. And were he to ask something from me, I would give it to him. And were he to ask refuge from something, I would keep it away from him. So it's a beautiful hadith about how important, first of all, our fard salah is, and as well as our sunnah prayers can be with getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So learning the 99 names of Allah is very important for quite a few reasons. One of them is when you know the names of Allah, you get to know Allah himself, and you know that He's your creator, and when you're praying and making dua and all of the above, you really want to really connect with him, and the way you can is by knowing his names and the meanings of his names.
And just to add on, there's also a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ says that Allah loves those who love Asma al-Husna, his beautiful names. And you really get a full understanding of who you are worshipping, who you are fasting for, and it's a beautiful, beautiful way to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So now, dua. If you want to connect the 99 names of Allah with dua, it's actually a great way to do so, because when you know and understand Allah's 99 names, you're able to take one of those names and use them in that dua, and that is a great reason for your dua to be answered. For example, if you're sick, you want to say Al-Shafi and Mu'afi, like you really connect with those words, and the more you know the 99 names, the more you'll connect with that during your dua.
Allah also says in the Quran, وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا, and to Allah belongs the most beautiful names, and He actually tells us to call upon Him with those names. Making dua is already so special and beloved to Allah, but did you know that one of the 3 people that Allah never rejects their dua is the person that's actually fasting? So we have a great opportunity to, during the time when we are fasting, to constantly ask for Allah, whatever we would like in this life and the next, inshallah. So that's something that you should definitely keep in mind as well.
Our world is really messed up right now. There's so much dua we can be making for everyone. We are so blessed to even have food to break our fast with, to have suhoor, to even eat. Like, there's so many blessings. Like, I know sometimes I complain, like, Ramadan's really hard for me, the not eating part. And sometimes I complain, like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. But then I'm like, at least I have something to look forward to. I get to eat at the end of the day. I'm in my home. I'm with my family, with my husband. Like, there's so many blessings. So alhamdulillah, just always remember that. Because there are people out there that they fast all the time because they don't have food. So definitely use that time. And we are so blessed to have even made it to this Ramadan. There's people that don't get to make it to the next Ramadan and they regret it. So please try to use this Ramadan. And I'm telling this to myself as well. Try to use it to the best abilities you can. Try to make the most out of it, because you never know if you're going to make it to the next Ramadan. Please make dua for your brothers and sisters, for your family, for everyone who needs it. Take care of yourself, take care of your family members, and make the most out of this Ramadan. Alright, salam everybody.
Salam guys.
And Ramadan Mubarak.